Well, good morning, Jagannatha Rana here. Topic for our discussion today is India's reinsurance market. India's reinsurance market. India's risk transfer market is at an inflection point. As reinsurance infrastructure in the country lacks the evolution of the rapidly expanding primary insurance market, creating opportunities for new ideas and models. So, founded in 2008, Policybazaar is an insurance and reinsurance broker and India's one-stop destination online for all types of reinsurance products. And with a more than 90% market share and having sold more than 42 million policies since its inception, the company has a deep understanding of India's growing reinsurance industry. In light of recent regulatory changes in the region and rising insurance penetration, which is creating more demand for reinsurance protection, Reinsurance News spoke with the broker's co-founder about the outlook for India's risk transfer space. So the India is an inflection point. Its reinsurance market is expanding rapidly, but reinsurance infrastructure has not quite evolved at the same price. That is where we see an opportunity. As Indian businesses become more digitally driven and increasingly risk aware, Policybazaar helps insurers expand coverage across industries with tailored plans, supporting broader risk appetites and improved pricing, with reinsurance expected to play a key role in fueling the next wave of growth. The idea is to give insurers the confidence to underwrite everything from logistics and healthcare to IT services and infrastructure. Support for emerging risk classes and enabling long-tail risk coverage is also part of the firm's remit. Covers like cyber liability, PI, and parametric are becoming mainstream. Reinsurers play a big part in making these scalable sectors like manufacturing or construction need long-term liability support. Reinsurance makes these sustainable. Additionally, data-led underwriting and better insight on risk uses and claims trends can allow reinsurers to price smarter even in traditionally under-penetrated sectors. So last year, the broker received an updated license from the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India to include reinsurance services to its established clientele. As the company position itself to cater to a larger audience. So this includes reinsurance as a service for all portfolios. Built a tech-first reinsurance model designed for India's massive economy. Simple, modular, and easy to plug into something the market will appreciate. So reduction friction in the value chain is another area. There is an opportunity revealing that the company is streamlining what has historically been a very manual market with more clerical than analytical work. So with faster quotes, structured information and greater transparency. Further, Policybazaar is co-creating products with reinsurers. With insights from thousands of Indian businesses, we help global reinsurers localize products and pricing strategies. Our strength lies in data, visibility, last mile servicing, and claim digitization. So currently the Indian regulatory direction is forward looking, so is very open to innovation, global participation and digital enablement. So as the market evolves, continued progress on faster approvals, sandbox access and support for tech-first models will be key. So there's currently a lot of talk on the regulations and the push towards FRBs. But this is a healthy movement as it encourages more and more reinsurers to set up shops in India. Plus, there are benefits to be had using the gift city route which each reinsurance company must consider. So overall, with the economic growth foreseen and the increased hunger for capacity, regulations will also see changes enabling ease of business while keeping security and solvency in check. Recently, IRDAI reforms such as reduced capital requirements for FRVs, simplified reinsurance program norms, and alignment with IFSCA, and signals a clear intent to make India a global reinsurance hub. So, given this interview took place shortly after the April 1st, 2025 reinsurance renewals, a key renewal date for the Indian market, we also questioned on the outcome of this year's renewals in India. This year's renewals reflect a shift towards innovation, diversification, and faster execution. April 2025 renewals gave more importance to structured and layered programs. As insurers are moving towards reinsurance designs that reflect the diversified nature of corporate India, there was also a notable shift from just catastrophe to broader risk focus, including cyber, health, and commercial liability, which as classes got more attention, this renewal reflected a clear change in priorities. So one of the key things that stood out in the April renewals for India was the digital readiness of the reinsurers. Those with strong tech capabilities and local insights gained around, since the Indian market is no different from its international counterparts. So the appetite for co-innovation was greatly appreciated. Both global and domestic reinsurers showed interest in building bespoke solutions for Indian corporates. So to end reinsurance news, asked Mathur for his outlook for the Indian reinsurance market over the next 12 to 24 months. I said we are headed into a more specialized data-driven phase of reinsurance with plenty of room for new ideas and models. He highlighted growth across business segments as startups needs lean modular products, large corporates need comprehensive programs, emphasizing that reinsurance supports both ends. Domestic reinsurers are evolving fast, noting that Policybazaar is excited to work alongside homegrown players that are increasingly investing in technology and sector expertise. At the same time, he expects that brokers, insurers, and reinsurers will collaborate more closely to create faster, smarter, and more sustainable solutions. Global reinsurance giant Swiss Re, which has been in India since the start of the century, is focusing on insourcing technology over the last few years. It has led to higher demand for data and analytics engineers who help in preparing better risk models. So this helps underwriters price and products better, because over the 3 years the Swiss Re globally went through and international drive in the tech domain. There were about 2,500 employees in the country out of the 14,000 globally. The tech team, which had just 150 people 3 years ago, here has now grown to 750. They have 2 centers, one in Bengaluru with 400 engineers and the other in Hyderabad with 350. They plan to open a bigger office in Hyderabad this year. Thank you. Thank you very much.